Hey guys, so we're gonna do the brakes now, and we got the jack stand, we got the chalk, we get the tire off. We'll put it underneath the car there, and at least we'll get the front brakes done today. I want to do the rear brakes, but light is dying, and I don't know how much more I have left in me. The starter motor not fixing the car, even though it was installed properly, kind of did my motivation in. So I want to call it a night soon. So here we go. I am now going to articulate the wheels to point toward the passenger side to make it easier for me to access the caliper.
Look at that.
That's nasty. That's what happens when your vehicle sits. With this particular car, I've never really had to secure my brake caliper. It's one of the only vehicles I've ever owned. Well, I've owned many of these, but I've never actually had to secure the brake caliper because right by the frame is a nice little slot where the caliper can fit into. The other thing with this brake job is the brakes that I ordered online didn't come with new sliders. Now there's a top, there's a bottom, and there's a caliper slider that fit in there. The ones that I already had installed were practically new, like a little bit of corrosion, but that's it. So I just cleaned them off, lubed them up, slapped them back in. Now to remove the brake rotor, you now have to remove the retainer and or the hanger, which is what the caliper bolts into on most vehicles. Now everything on this vehicle hasn't been touched in a very long time. But also, being said, removing bolts is easy. Putting them back in with the proper anti-seize or Loctite will make sure that they either stay or they don't. And to that point, making sure that each bolt is torque spec, which is something I don't often do, is very important. So finding that torque wrench of mine in the future is going to be extremely important, as I'll be making more of these videos. And I want to be more precise, as in the right torque specifications precise. Here are some next to new hubs, and I'm just cleaning off the ABS sensor. So all the cobwebs and debris and whatnot that's connected to that or in its way is now cleaned off. And so it will read appropriately going forward for the ABS. Yes, so before I parked my car, these hubs were put on. So these are basically brand new. The car itself is not really that at all, it's just been sitting a while. But it's nice to see that there's still some shiny spots. Anyways, let's get back to it. One thing that's good to know here when you're putting on new parts is to clean them with brake clean. Now, I've already previously cleaned these parts, so I don't really have to worry about it. But somebody who's grabbing them right off the shelf, every single part has a bit of oil residue from the manufacturing process. And in a lot of cases, the manufacturer will add oil to a brake disc that isn't already coated. Now these are actually coated with zinc, so you don't have to worry about an extra coating of oil because they're already protected. When installing the wheel, I often fit it by hand, and then I put the lug nuts that already have anti-seize on the axle studs hand tight before I use the fastening device, whether it's air powered or battery powered, to lock down the wheel with the lug nuts. And I tighten it down in a star pattern, first snug, then tight. Now for the passenger side, easy tip is to angle the wheels so you can get access to the calipers. So they're angled. I'm gonna get to work. I'll put this on time lapse so we can get this done quicker. Front brakes are done, starter's installed, car's not running, but time to take it down from the jacks.
Let's try starting it. Well, that's a no. Thanks for watching. Let's see what we can do with the fuel cell, or fuel pump, whatever the hell it's called.